to our WDSU first warning weather. It's about heat coming in first, then this potential for tropical systems. No impact to us out of this first disturbance identified off of Florida coast, but next week there's the potential that goes into Mexico, but could give us some bouts of heavier rain. Radar first tonight, a couple of showers off the coast. Those have since faded, so there's no rain tonight. Just a couple of clouds coming off those storms I showed that were to the border of Texas, Louisiana. Let's get closer to home, and we'll see those high temperatures for the day. We reached well into the 90s. Slidell was the one that was the winner with 94, hottest spot. Also our state's capital at Slidell. Hit 91 Grand Isle, Galliano today, 92 Bogalusa. Hammond, you did 90. These are real-time temps to 74 Bogalusa. You've already dipped down quite a bit. You're going to end up in the 60s tomorrow. 85 top spot in the lakefront, 83 officially here. And those dew points, as we realized, 60s North Shore earlier. We were around 70 earlier today, 77. Humidity's back, but this is typical. Even when we get a little break in humidity, it comes back at night, middle of summer. We're jumping right into the tropics. So there's the first disturbance identified. Several tropical waves. I'm standing over one here. There's two more. It's this potential tropical wave now, Central America. This could be the maker into next week. Let's first look at this disturbance. National Hurricane Center still says this is going into the Atlantic off the southeastern coast of the U.S. and it has a very low chance of development here, but that's the first one of the season. Now we're going to look at that potential for what we have in the storm activity. Could give us heavy rain next week. This comes over and may join with energy in Central America, and there you see a spin. Bay of Campeche. Might be some development. This is way in next week, but there's no shot by the National Hurricane Center right now. What would do is put a lot of storm activity north of us and could give us those bouts of heavy rain starting Sunday night, Father's Day night. That's our forecast here in the U.S. Forecast out of Europe has a lot more of that storm activity a lot farther west, really keeps us out of the heavy rain for right now. So the trends have been seeing those storms going farther west, but the thing is with tropical potential development, that's way, way south of us, and if it does develop, heads to Mexico, South Texas. So what's favorable for possible development there are warm water temperatures, but it's going to run into some higher wind shear, and it's dealing with some drier air in that part of the Gulf of Mexico, and even some smoke from wildfires. So still a long ways away, and right now for heavy rain potential next week, we're actually trending down a bit. So there's this week's system that rolls through. We've had some storms. That's what's doing it there over the Texas-Louisiana border. But really the drier air that's been in place, and we actually continue to reinforce that going through tomorrow into Thursday, not starting to creep up the humidity until we end the week, going into the weekend, right when some high heat returns. 60s North Shore tomorrow morning, 70s to around 80, and a chance of storms along the coast, just what we found today, south of I-10, and about a 40% chance to Houma, Galliano, Grand Isle to Boothville. Temperatures to around 92, but humidity still down a bit. 60s North Shore, maybe 68 to 70 here. I think that's a little too low by some of those numbers, but by Thursday, still the same. A chance of storms south of I-10, but temperatures starting to go up. Humidity's creeping up a little bit higher. Friday high temperatures 96, possibly nearing 100. Bogalusa, Baton Rouge, and a heat index could be nearing 108. That's a heat advisory criteria for us. And that's why we're going to put a weather impact day for the heat Friday into Saturday. Hottest day coming Saturday where the heat's right upon us. Then we got to track that potential for the heavier rain next week. But again, that's a long ways away, and we've started to see a trend back away from the heaviest rain chances. First up, it's about the heat heading into the weekend. Make sure we're staying cool, and we'll keep you updated on that heavy rain potential from Father's Day and beyond into next week.